Dear Mr. Wilson, you can call all the inquiries you wish. We will not go back to work. We are fighting a great fight. Equal pay for women. Funds are coming in. We're all set for battle. Fords is the beginning. Soon it will be every industry in Britain out because of women of Fords. We will force you to give us all equal pay, or strike with our union's blessing. Give us what we want, not only at Fords, all women, everywhere. Soon everyone will be with us. We will make Fords shut down completely. Who cares? We don't. Give us what our union demand. Equal pay. Women workers at Fords of Dagenham. So reads a letter to Labour Prime Minister Harold Wilson, written in June 1968 by a group of machinists from Ford Car Factory in Dagenham. Opened in 1931, Ford's Dagenham plant employed over 40,000 people by the 1960s. In September 1967, the new pay grading system was introduced for the factory's employees, categorising them into skill levels. 187 of these employees were women who worked as machinists, sewing covers for car seats. In the new pay grading system, the machinists were demoted to the B grade, classified as unskilled workers despite the highly technical nature of their work, which they had to take exams in order to qualify for. What's more, these women only received 85% of the wages that male factory workers in Category B received. Angered by their unfair treatment, the machinists went on strike on 7th of June 1968. The strike lasted 3 weeks, completely halting the production of cars. The Dagenham machinists were joined by 180 machinists from the Halewood Ford plant in Merseyside. The protest led by these women captured much public attention. Their action was so highly disruptive to the factory and its revenue that the managing director, W.B. Batty, appealed to the Prime Minister, urging that the strike be suppressed. A series of letters and telegrams between the Ford director and the Prime Minister reveal the power and impact of the women's strike action. The personal intervention of senior government figures was urgently required, as the production of 2,200 cars had been halted, and £30 million were at stake should the strike continue. After a meeting with First Secretary of State Barbara Castle on the 28th of June, the machinists finally returned to work. Although their wages were raised to 92% rather than 85% of those of their male colleagues, they were not regraded to a skilled wage, which had been a principal aim of their rebellion, even after an inquiry acknowledged that they had indeed suffered gender discrimination. Although the strike was instrumental in bringing about Castle's Equal Pay Act of 1970, many of the Ford women felt that they had not won the battle, as they waited to have their skills recognised and be regraded to their rightful pay grade until 1984, when they went on strike for a second time. The story of the Ford women's strike is an inspiring one, of defiance and courage, that demonstrates the intersection of feminism and working class activism. The efforts of these women started a loud fight for equal pay, and their collective action and dedication to gender equality preluded the women's liberation movement of the 1970s. They were daring rebels who challenged authority with confidence and defended not just their own rights but those of working women across Britain. As we continue these fights for equality and recognition today, let us insist on justice with the same forceful determination